Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 18th. So I'm going to talk about two difficult subjects for me. Okay, the first is what I'm going to call avoidance productivity. And I certainly didn't invent it, and somebody else probably has a better phrase for it. But it's all the stuff you do, you get done, because you're secretly avoiding something that you dread doing, or that you're not in the right headspace to do. So rather than be paralyzed and sit and do nothing, you do something else on your list. And, that's, in some ways, that's how things get done. And yesterday I got some important things done, and that was cool. And, part of me wants to congratulate myself on what got done, and part of me wants to admit that I'm being gutless about what I'm not doing. And by gutless, I want to get to the bigger question. Okay, so here's that drum that I did the demo of. Okay, so it's bisque, it's ready to glaze, and it's a difficult size. Okay, so I have that. I have a chair I want and need to start building, and I have, of all things, a chicken coop that I want to attach a pair of nesting boxes to. But the chicken coop, that project involves, pretty much getting it done in a day and cutting a hole in the wall of what seems like a perfectly nice chicken coop right now. So there's a certain destructive phase that I'm really, really going to want to get right. Or the whole thing can get very ugly very fast. So I've got these three things, and frankly, I'm being a little gutless about it. And I remember, I've probably talked about this before, in grad school, talking about, artists taking risks and the courage to make art. And honestly, in a world such as we live in now, I can't really go along with that in broad terms. I mean, it's not the same as jumping out of airplanes to fight forest fires or any crazy stuff like that. So, but yes, there is a certain courage, either to do the sort of art that's going to generate public discord, or trying to do something that's got a potential for failure, where you're going to have to really, really use all your skill and potentially get a little lucky to get the result you want. Okay, so that kind of courage, that just get it done courage or get it started courage. There's a Celtic proverb, I think it is, well begun is half done. Anyway, that sort of courage doesn't just flip on and off like a light switch. So I'm not too worried that these projects will never get done or never get started or, whatever. But in the meantime, I've been finding it emotionally easier to do important things that in effect don't have an emotional content, that they just need to get done. So yesterday I emptied a storage unit. Okay, that was back and forth 6 times in the summer heat in Lawrence, Kansas. Really no emotional content whatsoever. Okay. But now it's done, so that's off the list. And to the extent that I continue to do that, I run out of excuses. So I certainly will let you know when I find my courage and what the result of that courage turns out to be. It might be failure, and I got to be okay with that too. So good luck with your lists and avoidances and courage. Everybody's got it, I think. Just about everybody. Have a good day.